Good morning, everyone. So I'm on for my daily video. I started these videos in October, November, December. It's going to be January here in a couple days. So the reason I started them, if you're just started watching me, is to keep myself accountable for doing something and bringing it to a full completion. So I'm doing 365 days of this. So if you want entertainment, you can get on my channel, and I will be here until October of next year. Maybe longer, who knows. I got a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm going to start taking these videos and put them on YouTube. So maybe I can start putting a lot of my stuff on there. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was self-talk. And this is a big one because we always don't believe that we're even, talking bad about ourselves, but we are. We don't even know. We're not even aware. Like, have a conversation with someone and then say, like, what did I just say? Be aware of what you're saying. Be aware of how you're talking to people. This is so good because it even says it in the Bible. Be aware of your words, because I believe, and this is all my beliefs, all these videos are my beliefs, and you can take what you want out of them. That everything you say comes to your outer world. Everything that I feel inside of myself is a reflection of the outside of my life. So now this is not used to. When I was living in Connersville, and even the colors were just so dark and brown. I wouldn't open the windows, and it was just so sad. And now I have bright colors and lights, and because this is how I feel. I feel so much better. I feel so much lighter. I feel so much, not just brighter and lighter, but inside of me, inside of my body. And one of the things I had to do is start talking to myself better. Start talking to other people better, but first realizing what I was saying, because that's the awareness. We have to realize what we're talking about, what we're saying, what we're speaking out, because that's what happens in your reality, is whatever you speak is coming true. So I know a girlfriend, and all she says is, oh my God, I just always have accidents. And she does. I mean, she'll stub her toe, she'll spill stuff all over the house, and I'm like, well, why don't you just stop saying that? And she's like, well, no, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. It 100% for me does. Like I said, this is your belief. And is this work? Yes. You have to work on yourself. Be aware of what you're saying. Be aware of how you're acting. We're just told to go through life and do whatever and don't be, just carefree. And I love all that. But we need to recognize what we're saying, what we're speaking out into the universe. Even God says in the Bible, watch with your tongue. You create with your tongue. So if you're feeling these thoughts, even if you're feeling them, and maybe don't speak them out. So say, oh, I'm feeling bad today. People are going, oh my God, I feel bad today. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then all day they find things that come back in their life to make them feel bad. That's why I say, I feel good today. Like, I had a toothache for 3 days, and my mom's like, well, you didn't even tell me, because I didn't dwell on that. I dwelled on, oh my God, what could make this day better? Even that I was feeling not so good, I tried to do things that would maybe take my mind off of it, or bring something better in my life, like go to the park, or and not speak out the things that I wanted. I want to speak out the things I want, not what I don't want. So I don't want the pain. I don't want to speak it. You don't want the accidents. You don't speak it. But here's the thing. You have to speak good things about yourself. And we're not used to that. We're not used to saying, if somebody says, oh, well, I feel, pretty today. And we're like, what's wrong with you? You think you're all that? Yeah, you're all that. Why aren't you all that? Yes, you are all that. God said you are all that. So you're all that. And the only reason that people would say, well, why are you saying you think you're all that and you think you're all that, is because they ain't feeling insecure about themselves and they don't feel all that. But just tell them. Just start talking better about yourself. Stop complaining. Start thinking better thoughts about yourself and how you want your life, because that's how it's going to play out. 100%. And the reason I know is because my life was like that 5 years ago. It was complaining and bitching and moaning and all this other bull. And now it's not like that. And at first you have to practice and you have to say nice things about yourself and self-care and self-love and all this other stuff. But then it just comes naturally. Then it's just in there. I'm getting all these notifications again. But anyway, it's all just in you, and it's the way that we're all being programmed, know it or not. I'm sure you've all learned that this year especially. So program yourself for the good. And who gives a shit what people think about you? Since my life's changed, people are like, oh my God, what are you doing? What have you done? And so I'm on my videos making people aware of what I've done. And sometimes it feels like, oh, this is weird. You sit around and talk good things about yourself. Why not? You sit around and talk bad things about yourself. Oh my God, I'm ugly. I'm fat. I look like a piece of shit. And that's what you're going to get. Because like attracts like. If you know it or not, anything in our life that we put out, we attract back to us. It's karma, right? So if you put mean stuff out, you get it back. So this is true for you every single day. If you put out, I'm fat and ugly and all that, then that's what you're going to get back. Or you can put out, I feel good today. You don't have to start, well, I'm a bathing beauty, goddess. You know what I'm saying? But you can say, I look good today. I feel good today. And the better you start talking about yourself, the better you're going to start feeling. 100%. You're going to start feeling better in your body. You're going to want to do nice things for yourself as far as eating right. Self-care is not just about taking a bath and brushing your teeth. It is about your inner work inside of you, taking care of yourself, doing kind things for yourself. Like, I've done a lot today. I'm just going to go rest for 15 minutes. Taking time out for yourself. It's wonderful. Now, thank God my kids are older and I can take this time. And I understand people that have small children, because I had small children. But if you can find a time in each day, even if it's 5 minutes, if you have to wake up earlier than them, just to have 10 minutes of just peace. And just recognize, oh, this is going to be a good day. Whatever happens, happens. Bad things are going to happen every day. Good things are going to happen every day. That's just life, like I said in my other video. But you have to be strong enough to take the good and walk with that good stuff. Who cares about the bad shit? People's told us bad shit all of our life. So we can take our good stuff that we know and roll with that. And then once you start doing that, people are going to be going, oh my God, look at you. Oh, wow. And then it's going to allow them to do it too. Everything that you do in your life gives another person permission to do that. Don't you ever see and say, oh, well, I love how they dress like that. I think I'm going to get it, I'm going to dress like that. It's permission. It's like a permission slip. Oh, I'm going to do that. So just be good to yourself. Why not? God did not want us on this earth to be bad to ourselves, to complain. It's okay to tell people your problems, but don't dwell on them all the time. You don't have to. So I just wanted to get on and say that was one of my things that was a game changer for me too, when I started going around spiritual people. And I'm going to talk tomorrow, I think, about why I call myself spiritual and not religious. But today, I'm talking about self-care, self-love. self-talk is really. But I would go around spiritual people and they'd say, well, you know what you're saying about yourself? I didn't even realize it. We don't really know what we're saying to ourselves because we're just talking through the day. You're doing stuff and you drop something. You're like, oh shit, I'm stupid. You say that. You don't even realize you're doing it because you're so used to it. You're in this pattern of just playing out, playing out, playing out. So this is why you have to be aware. You have to be aware of what you're saying. Or if you have family members that you're close to, and tell them, I'm going to try to stop talking so negative about people and myself. One of the things I don't do anymore is gossip. I don't do that. Like, I don't talk about other people anymore. I used to, and we probably all did. I do not do that. It's just not me. I've had people, oh, what do you think about her? And I'm like, it's none of my business. I believe that it's none of my business. I stay in my own lane. I'm not gossiping about anyone. I want good for all. I want good for me. I want good for you. We're all here to win, not lose. So, but like I said, when I got around the spiritual people, they were saying, you were saying negative stuff. And I thought it was positive. And this is when I started becoming spiritual. Well, I wasn't, because I didn't recognize it. And we do not recognize what we have to be aware of what we're saying. And it's work. That's why I always say you have to do the shadow work, because there's always something that you're not recognizing about yourself. Always. I don't care how spiritual you are. There's always something. So when you want to start talking to yourself better, then your whole life will change. It doesn't matter what other people say, because I know when I started talking better and started feeling better and started being better, people were like, well, you think you're that. You're all that. No. Those don't let people talk to you like that. Just say, I don't know what you think, but that's not my problem. Most every person that is demeaning to you is because mostly they want something that you have. And I'm not trying to be mean, a narcissist, anything like that. But why would another person say that to you? If you're trying to be good and the other person's like, well, you're too good, you're too happy, does that even make any sense? No. So they want that good and they want that happiness, and I understand that. And they can have that. Every person in this world can have it. But you have to do the work, and you have to be aware what you're talking about. And you have to be aware about talking about other people and to other people. Because whatever you put out, you're going to get back. We all know that, right? Absolutely. So you have to change it. You can't sit around and gossip about people. You actually just need to work on yourself. If somebody says something bad about you, say, delete it. Just say, I don't believe that. I'm a nice, kind person. I'm going to go with that. And that's what I'm working with. Because, oh my God, I've had so many people tell me, oh, you're a piece of shit, you're this. My husband. And if I believed everything he said, I would be in a crazy world, right? But you cannot do it. You just have to stay in your own lane, believe in yourself, believe in God. God was not going to tell you to down yourself. He does not tell you to do that. He says, be there for yourself, and I'm there for you. And I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, the religion thing, because, a lot of people say, oh, what religion are you? And I'm going to say why I am spiritual and why I'm not religious. But that's going to be for tomorrow. So today is listen to what you're saying to yourself. Listen to what you're saying to others. Just listen to what you're talking about. Because I know I have friends that are like, oh my God, look at my hips. Who cares? You're beautiful. You're beautiful the way you are. Absolutely. God loves you like you are, right? He says, come as you are. He doesn't say, if you have big hips, you can't come. And that's the truth. So we have got to start living our lives like this so we can feel better about ourselves. Because we were taught, well, you're supposed to be this, and you're supposed to be that, and you're supposed to be that. And you know what? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. You be who the hell you want to be. You love and care about yourself and your family. And if you see your family talking about they're downing their self, tell them. Say, you don't have to do that. Change your words. Change your words. It, like I said, it's in the Bible. I mean, you have to believe it. It's in the Bible. So there's no reason to down yourself. There's just none. We all have faults. We're all going to mess up. We're always. Every day you're going to mess up. Every day you're going to do something great. So just be that and do that. And when you do something wrong or you mess up, you say, okay, I messed up. I'm going to do it better next time. Because we're all going to mess up. Even, I'm sure, I don't know about, Buddha or anybody, but they just sit all day and meditate. Well, they don't probably not even around people. But I mess up all the time. I go around people and it's like, ooh, I want to say stuff, but I don't. And I keep it to myself. And sometimes I have to say, okay, you shouldn't even be thinking this because that's none of your business. I have learned that is the best thing. Everything that anybody else is doing is none of your business. That's their journey. Stay in your own lane. Take care of your own thoughts. And your life will get better. And you know what? The people around you, and I'll say this every single video I probably make, the people around you, once they see you changing your mind, changing your life, because your outside of your life changes. Once you change inside of here, then your outside of your life changes. And you don't have to change those people because they just look at you and like, oh, wow, she's really changed. What have you done? Well, I stopped talking to myself bad. I stopped gossiping. Oh, really? Well, oh, I stopped hanging around that person because that's all they wanted to do is complain and gossip all day. You did. Right. Yeah. Choose the people you hang around with. Even if it's your family. I'm not saying leave your family, but if they're going to sit around and complain all day, say, maybe spend 5 minutes and say, okay, well, I'm sorry that your life is so sad like that, but I've got to go to the store. I've got to do this, whatever you have to do, and pray and wish that, hope they would change. And for me, when I first started this, I would push myself onto them as far as like, well, you can change this. You can change that. You know what? Some people don't want to change, and that's fine. That's why I started making these videos, because I would tell people this and this, and they would not do anything with it. And I said, okay, I'm going to put it out here, and you guys get to choose. You can do it, or you don't have to. And I don't have to worry about it. I'm just putting it out here saying, this is how my life's changed, and it'll change your life too. Do I know that for sure? 100%. That's why I do these videos. If I didn't know for sure, I wouldn't even put a video out. But if you change, things will change. So listen to what you're saying. Because you might not even know. I did not know that I was saying bad things about myself until people started pointing out when I started hanging around spiritual people. But just ask your friends and family. They'll let you know. When you're saying, oh, you're stupid. Oh, no, you're not, honey. They'll let you know. All right, you guys, I hope you go through your day and have the most wonderful, best day ever. Watch what you're saying to yourself. Watch what you're saying to anyone, even children. Oh my God, please watch what you say to children, because it's just so sad how these children are being treated and talked to. And I feel so bad in my life that I've even done this to my own children, but now they know, and it's totally different for them too. And I went to them and I apologized, and they're like, Mom, you didn't even treat us that bad as much as I thought I did. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. Because I thought I was just like this terrible person. But I guess I wasn't as bad as what I thought. But anyway, thank God for that. And, but no, it's the truth. Watch what you speak. Watch what you speak. And if you do speak something, just like I said, apologize. That helps a lot. All right, you guys, so tomorrow I'm going to talk about why I'm spiritual and not religious. That's going to be a good one. Some people might not like that, but I'm just here to be me. Just be you. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Bye.